All right, folks, our next guest is a Minnesota author who takes inspiration from the North Shore, specifically the brutal and beautiful shores of Duluth and Split Rock Lighthouse. He set his latest book, it's called A Lesser Light, in the 1910s at a lighthouse that will seem awfully familiar to those of you who know the area.
Joining us this morning to talk about his book and the region behind it is author Peter Guy. Peter, welcome to Minnesota Live.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a Minneapolis kid through and through. In fact, I went to elementary school at Pratt, which was right across the road here.
Yep.
So I grew up here, went to the University of Minnesota, and this is my sixth novel.
This is your sixth novel. Tell us about A Lesser Light.
So A Lesser Light is a historical novel set up, as you mentioned, on the shore of Lake Superior at what everyone will recognize as Split Rock Lighthouse. And it tells a story of an arranged and kind of peculiar and maybe dysfunctional marriage, and takes place over the course of a summer. There's a whole cast of eccentric characters in the novel.
So when you say history, you're talking sort of, it's nonfiction, right?
It's fiction.
Or it's fiction, but it's based on a certain time period.
Right, and and like the commissioning of the lighthouse is all based on the historical record, but the characters who inhabit the novel are made up.
Is that what you do when you're writing a book like this? Do you sort of look at points in history and then kind of build a story around it, or do you start with characters and then find history to?
It's different all the time. With this book, it started as much with the lighthouse itself as it did any characters. I mean, I've been driving past Split Rock my whole life,
right?
And it's always intrigued me and inspired me, and I think it's a beautiful place. And of course, being on the lake there has so much to offer a novelist. But, you know, I start there and sort of build around it, and then the characters come into view and into some kind of clarity, and pretty soon there's 20 or 30 people walking around the world with this novel, and this is what you end up with. Yeah.
Some of your other books, Safe from the Sea, The Lighthouse Road, Wintering Northernmost, Ski Jumpers, like all kind of North Shore themed. What is it about the North Shore that you love? Like, what is it that connects with you?
I think, it's the same for me as it is for so many folks from Minnesota. We go there to get away, to relax, to be inspired by the physical beauty of the place. And all of those things have been true for me. It's also true that there, at least when I started writing novels, there didn't seem to be a bunch of fiction written about that place. It was so important to me, and I know it's so important to so many people in Minnesota. And I thought, I'm going to start writing books here. And once I did, I just couldn't stop. There's so much in the way of the seasons and the weather and the wilderness, and the people, of course, as well.
Have you ever considered living up there?
I would love to live up there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Someday.
Yeah.
But there's a peculiar, like, sort of working at cross purposes. I go there to be inspired.
True.
And in the same way that, I live here in the Twin Cities, I live in Minneapolis, and I love it here, and I've lived here my whole life, but I'm not necessarily inspired, but I don't get excited.
So I think what you're saying is if you were living there, maybe you wouldn't have the same fascination with it as you do when you're visiting?
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Do you like history? Is that kind of where you go with like the historical fiction of this?
I'm not a historian by any stretch of the imagination. I think that what draws me to that is that, in my experience, at least as a novelist, the further I am away from my own experience, the more excited I am to be in the work. And you can't get much further than 100 years ago in a place like that than me, a kid who grew up in the city here.
That makes sense.
How has the response been so far?
Lovely so far. I've had lots of lovely events, lots of readers who've come out and said really kind things, and I count myself lucky.
And you have a couple more events coming up where people can actually meet you, get a signed copy.
All sorts of events coming up, including an event next week at Scout and Morgan Books, which is up in Cambridge, and on Saturday at the Hudson Library in Hudson, Wisconsin with my friend Matt Goldman.
What jumped out at me as the parts that I was reading was it's not the right way to say this, but the old-timey language. Is that hard to get into that mindset of, because you're writing the way you're thinking people are speaking, and it felt like it was written 100 years ago, I guess is what I'm saying.
It's interesting, the process of coming to that voice. It's not something that's natural, right? Like I think I talk like a contemporary person, but you have to sort of immerse yourself in that period of time. And I do that by reading the novels of the time and reading the newspapers of the time. And add a touch of formality, and then all of a sudden it just sounds like then, and that makes it sound easy. It's not easy, but it happens, I guess.
I know the book just came out. I don't want to put any pressure on you, but are you already looking ahead to the next
Always
novel?
looking ahead to other books, and it'll be set up on Lake Superior again.
Awesome.
How long does it take to crank out a book?
I mean, there's a short answer to that and a long answer. The actual writing takes a couple of years for a book like this.
A couple of years,
Yeah.
but you've probably got all kinds of things you're developing. So.
Yeah, research and planning
Yeah.
and all of that sort of thing.
Well, Peter, this has been really neat. I wish you all the success in the world
Thank
with
you.
his latest book.
Thanks for having
Thanks,
me.
Peter.
Yeah, thanks for being on. To buy Peter's book or to check out some of his upcoming events, you can head to minnesotalive.com. We'll be sure to post a link there for you.